everybody. So today I'm going to share with you a very special Bible review, and this one is going to be the limited edition Circuit Rider Bible in Brown Cowhide by Church Bible Publishers. This one does utilize their thin line text with the 9-point font and red letter. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, then stay tuned. Okay, so we're going to start off with giving you some of the Church Bible Publishers information. It will also be linked down in the description box. If you're familiar with my channel, you know that I love Church Bible Publishers. So this is going to be the limited edition Circuit Rider edition that comes out on July 1st. This one measures out at 9 3/4 inches tall by 6 3/4 inches wide, and it is less than an inch thick. So this Bible does utilize their thin line text block, and the leather on this one is going to be a full grain cowhide. And I must say that this has got to be the nicest leather that I think I've ever seen on a Bible. You can see how beautiful that grain is. We've got the stitching around the perimeter, and then also on this section here, because we've got that flap. The strap here is a black leather, so that's going to match the ribbons. And most of the preachers that I know, they prefer black ribbons because they use them all the time and it just doesn't show the dirt like a lighter color. So that could be why they opted to go with black and black here. Plus on the inside of this cover, we'll see that that's black as well. So again, we've got that nice strap with the flap. We'll take a look at the spine. We're going to have Holy Bible, King James, and CBP. We'll move that strap out of the way. We do have the 5 raised hubs. And again, this leather on this one is absolutely gorgeous. You can see how beautiful that grain is, and you've got highs and lows in the color. And even though it's very soft and very pliable, it feels like it's going to be a very durable leather. Now, once we open this all the way up, if we were to measure from this edge here, which there you can see it now. So if we measure from this edge to the very edge of the leather here, that's going to be 18 1/4 inches. The leather on this one was done by AA Leather. We can see that on the inside, the stitching is black, whereas on the outside, it's a light brown. So I really like the way that they did that. So when it's opened up, you've got your black ribbons, the black strap. This one is leather. So if you did wear that out, you could replace that without a problem. But really a nice, just this leather, I can't get over how amazing this leather is. You can kind of see a little bit of a dimple on the inside when I push that, because that is such a nice thick leather. It is absolutely gorgeous. This one is edge lined, so that liner is going to be tabbed up onto the block. So we'll have our 2 thick pages, which are going to be stuck together down here at the bottom. Make sure you never pull those apart on a Bible. We will have a few pages of the thick cardstock, so you've got a lot of space if you wanted to take some notes. We can also see some stitching there in the gutter, so it does have a sewn binding. This one does not have any presentation page or anything, but you could always, if you were gifting it to somebody, you could just write something on here if you wanted to. So here is our title page, and again, this one is the limited edition Circuit Rider. Again, it will be available July 1st, and it will be $125. This one is not mine. They just loaned this one to me to do a review, and then it's going back in the box and being sent right back to Church Bible Publishers. Alright, so one thing we can see is that's staying open for us, and this isn't even broke in because it is brand new. So if you get one and you break it in, it's going to lay flat for you right here at the Epistle Dedicatory. We've got nice wide margins. So we'll get to the Old Testament. We've got a double column layout. It is going to be verse by verse with a 9-point font. It does read a little bit smaller, so to my eyes it's kind of between like an 8 to an 8.5. But because the print is so bold, I don't have any problems reading from it at all. Get you a close-up of the font, so you'll be able to see the print quality there, which the majority of this one ends up being line matched, I think just by chance, because the majority of the pages I spot checked were line matched, but there was the occasional few that weren't. But one thing we can see here is it also does have the Pilcrow marks. So if this were in a paragraph layout, that would be where a new paragraph would start. So if you're new to the KJV, that's what those are. We've also got a nice wide margin. So from the edge of the letters to the edge of the page, it's 1 1/8 inches. So that gives you a full inch of usable space on that margin. So if you wanted to take notes, so and this one being the circuit rider, this one is designed for preachers. So I think this one is gorgeous, and it's kind of modeled after the old circuit riders who rode horses. And so this one would have been perfect to put inside of a saddlebag. It's going to be very travel friendly because of the thinness of it. But the print in this one, in fact, we can see when we get to right to the Bible, we're not even into Genesis yet, and it's staying open for us. So I don't have any doubts that if you broke one in, that it's going to lay a lot more flat than this even is. But I absolutely love this Bible. After seeing this and spending just the short amount of time that I have with it, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to buy one because I love the leather on this. It is by far, I think, probably the nicest leather on a Bible that I think I've ever seen. And I've seen quite a few Bibles. And even though the print is a little bit on the small side, because it's nice and bold, it does make it a lot easier on the eyes. So we will have 2 ribbon markers. They're going to be a black double-sided satin. Again, that's going to match the inside of that liner, and then it also matches the leather on that strap as well. I don't know if they're going to do this type of leather on any other Bibles. I would love it if they did because it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to get you a close-up of the Psalms. Now you will see more show through where there is no text, but if you just pull that page away from the other one just a little bit, you're not going to really notice it. And plus, high definition cameras really accentuate ghosting. So we'll get back to the New Testament. Now on this one, we're not going to have any cross references, no concordance, no maps, because again, it's meant to just be a preaching type of Bible. But when it's verse by verse, you've got plenty of space after the verses to jot down cross references. Plus you've got these nice wide margins too, so a lot of space for taking notes. I'm going to get you a close-up of the red letter. And the red letter on this one does look really nice. Nice deep shade of red. It's easy on the eyes. The red does look really nice up against that black text. Does appear to be very consistent. I didn't notice it in flipping through it. I didn't notice any inconsistencies on that print quality. The paper in this one is going to be a 33 GSM paper. It does have a nice feel to it. Under certain lights I get a tiny bit of a sheen, but under the lighting that I read in, I wouldn't notice that at all. Just happens to be the light that I film under kind of puts a little bit of that sheen. Alright, now we're going to get back to the back of the Bible. We will see that we will have red letter all the way through to the end of Revelation. Then we're going to have 8 pages, 16 if you count front and back, of blank Bible paper. So again, more nice note-taking space, whatever you want to use it for. And then we're going to also have some more pages of that thick cardstock type of paper. So again, here we'll see some more stitching. So again, nice sewn binding. So if you take care of this Bible, it will definitely last you a lifetime. Then we get back to the back of the Bible. We will see that it is stamped full grain cowhide. with the AA leather logo, and I'm super impressed with the way that they do leather. I mean, that is just absolutely gorgeous. And even this section here, nothing like frays off of it, or sometimes when it's a bare leather like this, it kind of like leaves little balls of that leather off of there, like you feel it, and this one doesn't at all. It is sewn very nicely. This is still a nice thick piece of leather, but just an absolutely gorgeous Bible. I can't get over how nice the leather is on this one. So again, 9-point font with their thin line text block. Absolutely gorgeous on the leather. If you could feel this through the camera, you'd be marking your calendar for July 1st to purchase one of these, because it is that nice. So again, it goes on sale July 1st. I will have a link to their website down in the description box. Now, if you have questions outside of what I've went over in the review, I won't be able to answer those because this one is not mine. They were just kind enough to loan it to me so that I could showcase it and do a review on it for all of you guys. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.